Hi, this is Dan Giganti with Cuescreens. A happy customer sent us this video showing the installation of a replacement touchscreen in a Volkswagen equipped with the MIB2 infotainment system. If you're completing this repair yourself, we hope the video helps guide you through the process.
Today we are going to be replacing the screen in this head unit for Volkswagen Passat with this replacement screen. To start, you need to remove this from the vehicle, make sure everything's unplugged, and then the first step is to remove the top cover, these 4 screws with a torque bit. Once you take those screws off, this plate will come off and the disk drive will come out and be attached with this ribbon right here. You just take the plastic of the ribbon. It's flexible, so you just pull this out. Okay, once you have the DVD player removed, the next part is going to be releasing that screw, these 2 on the bottom, and I think that is it. There's one hiding underneath there as well. Okay, now that those screws are out, you should be able to tell it's a little loose. There are little pins inside of here in the back there that's holding the rest of this case from this. I recommend using like a flathead screwdriver, just kind of slowly shimmying those 2 points loose so that the rest of this housing can come off. Okay, now that this has come apart here, we can set this down. Keep the good screen away and set this aside. So our focus now is going to be removing this metal casing. For that, you're going to remove all of these screws, and it should just come off. Okay, now this back metal part can also be set to the side. And we are left with the black screen here. The next step is going to be loosening these screws. There, as well as, I'm assuming, taking the volume and power knobs off, just pull them off. And then this motherboard or computer board will separate from the black screen, or the black covering for the screen. Okay, so now this green should be loose from the black backing, and these have little doors on them. You're gonna open up these doors, just get your fingernail underneath it, kind of pop it up. Of course, this one's gonna be difficult. So you can just see how I kind of flip that door up there. Same with this one, and you just pull those ribbons out, and then the whole thing should separate from the black part. Okay, so once that is removed, you can simply just pull out the screen here, and you're gonna see that mine has a bunch of residue and glue and making it all sticky because my screen no longer works. So I may spend some time kind of cleaning a little bit of that out. Probably won't spend or do anything to that because I don't want to mess anything up. But yeah, once you replace this, that's the direct replica of what you're looking at here. You can just set that in there and then build it back. Okay, so there it is, fully installed. I was gonna do, kind of a recap at the end of any hiccups that I found putting it back together. But honestly, I didn't come across anything. The exact same way I took it apart, it went back together. There really was, I mean, in terms of, I'm not a professional installer of anything. This is probably the biggest project that I've ever done in terms of vehicle, electronics, automotive, that type of thing. If I can do it, you can too. This was with very minimal research and maybe 1 or 2 YouTube videos. This was a piece of cake, and this screen rocks. It absolutely, it has the brightness of the OEM. It has a little bit of a glare, but that is not noticeable at all. That's the most nitpicky thing. Yeah, I would encourage you guys, if you're on the fence of doing it this way, or there's plenty of other ways that people have come up with to hack the screen delamination issue, for the price, you're not going to get anything better than this. I mean, it was as easy and as seamless as I possibly could have asked for, and I'm extremely happy. This is definitely the way to go.
Thanks for watching. Because this video was provided by the customer, installation steps may vary slightly depending on your Volkswagen model and MIB2 configuration. If you're not comfortable completing the repair yourself, we recommend using a qualified automotive electronics installer. For replacement touchscreens and additional installation resources, visit Cuescreens.com.